Hi everyone, my name is Patrice and this is Pat Ka Palais. Today I'll be giving you a few shows to watch before school starts. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 1 is Shameless. I've been watching Shameless for maybe a year now, almost a year. I started watching in December 2019. I absolutely love it. It takes place in Chicago, present day. It's about a family who's struggling to live their life basically. There's 6 kids and then the parents aren't exactly in their life or not the best role models. So the older sister, Fiona, has to take care of her younger siblings. I suggest for you to watch it. It's really good. It tells a good story and it even teaches lessons sometimes. I rate it a 7 out of 10 though, because some scenes just seem unnecessary, some episodes just seem unnecessary, and it's not always the funniest. I feel like it's meant to be funny, but sometimes it doesn't make me laugh. The second one is The Get Down. This is my favorite one out of all the shows and movies I'm going to tell you. This is my most favorite. Why? Because I feel like it's the most vivid one. It has the best story and it really captures what it's meant to capture. So it takes place in the Bronx, 1970s, around the time where disco was starting to fade into record scratching and rapping, MCing and stuff like that. The main character is a boy named Ezekiel and he wants to be an MC, he wants to be a rapper. He's a very good poet and his girlfriend is a really good singer and they're both blowing up, they're both becoming very successful. It's kind of a love story, but it's also about friendship and there are a few gang stories in there, and it's around the time where angel dust and all this other stuff was happening. So it takes a really good look at what was happening in the Bronx in the 70s. I rated it a 10 out of 10 because it had great picture, it had great acting, it had good music, and it made me go into 70s music. Like for probably a good 2 weeks after watching it, I was listening to a lot of funk and disco. The next one is a romance movie and it's called Someone Great. It stars Gina Rodriguez, who plays the main character whose name is Jenny Young. Jenny basically goes through a breakup after dating this dude for probably 9 years. The guy is played by Lakeith Stanfield. It's a really great story. It has a bunch of flashbacks and it left me crying in tears. I rated it a 10 out of 10 because I feel like it did what a movie is supposed to do, which is bring out your emotions. Number 4 is You. Yes, it's You, and you should most definitely watch it. It's about this guy named Joe who's a stalker. Every time he falls in love with a girl, his key or his way of showing love is basically stalking them without them knowing. It's crazy. It kind of left me paranoid when I first started watching it, kind of watching my back, trying to see if anyone was watching me. It's so good, and yes, it does leave you paranoid. You should watch it. It's on Netflix. I rated a 8 out of 10 though, because some episodes were kind of draggy. He kind of said the same thing for every single girl that he kind of fell in love with. But I hope you watch it. Make it to season 2, because the end of season 2 will leave you like you will be crazy. You won't even think straight. You'll be like, how is that even possible? Just watch it. The Society dropped probably 2019, I believe, or at least that's when I watched it. So it's been a year. I'll try to tell you as many details as I can. I rated it an 8 out of 10 though, because I don't exactly remember all the details, but I do remember at the end of the series I was like I couldn't breathe. I can't even explain the feeling, but it's about these high schoolers who go off on a trip and they come back due to a storm and they realize all their parents are gone, all the adults are gone, and they're left to live in a society with no type of structure. The last one is Jane the Virgin. You've probably heard of it before. So many people have told me about it, but I didn't want to watch it for the past few years. But I finally decided to open my computer and watch it a few days ago, and I like it. It's actually a good show. It stars Gina Rodriguez, and it's about her character finding out that she's pregnant even though she's a virgin. You're probably thinking how? You should watch if you want to figure out how. I rate the show an 8 out of 10 just because I'm only on episode 2. Literally, I'm only on episode 2, but it's good that it has an 8 out of 10 though, right? Alright guys, those are all the shows, all the movies. I say watch them all, but since school is coming up, watch as many as you can. Take a break from, if you did summer school, take a break, let yourself breathe. And I wish you guys the best of luck with e-learning. I know it can be stressful, but just take it one step at a time. Stay safe and keep an open mind, guys. E-learning is something good and something that's supposed to help us move forward.